really didn't surprise me. I mean, one of the most common... I work in addictions, as you know, and one of the most common questions I get from parents is around technology, how to manage it, and it is in children as young as 4, 5, 6. It's
Could I just say that some of these parents are obviously addicted as well, and they have a big role to play in all of this?
Well, it's with any addiction, there's a lot of modelled behaviour that children follow, and also parents are extremely busy nowadays, and they will very often resort to technology as the babysitter, short-term gain, long-term problems.
I think the shocking statistic was 27% of 4 to 14-year-olds have said they have become verbally abusive if someone tries to take their tech away from them.
Really not surprising. I mean, those hand controllers, they must be making a fortune in them, because this is the thing that kids are smashing when they get frustrated with their games, or when parents come to turn the TVs off or the consoles off, or to take the phones away.
Yeah,
I mean, they're stimulated.
Yes.
They're hyper-stimulated up here, they're quiet in the body, and...
James is nodding away
Yeah.
when he's listening to all that. This is something, obviously, you identify with and you've seen.
Well, yeah, it's just something... It's like, you know, it just... With their brain, it's just too much for them to all in at one time. It stimulates the brain, and I mean, with Joe in particular, he doesn't... If he's not had the Xbox because he's been naughty or whatever, he won't sleep at night. Then his brain hasn't been stimulated enough for him to sort of get on with it.
When did that start, Mandy? Because you were on your single mum when this first started, and your daughter, I know, is not very well, so she requires quite a bit of attention. So was this a gradual build-up with Joe?
Well, yeah, it was gradual for him to become addicted to the console, but really, he was just on it for so long, and then he would just get so into the game that he'd be so frustrated if he was to lose. Yeah. So there was so much competition with getting to such a high level, and when he was to lose, that's when the temper would come.
Right, so that's when you noticed the aggression. Yeah. And was he aggressive to you, or just with things?
No, he was never aggressive to us or anyone in the family, but he had a brand new telly for Christmas, and with his temper, he put his fist through the telly.
Okay.
And through a bedroom wall. And that's when I banned the Xbox.
Well, look, we've got the man himself here, and he can talk to us. Joe, are you aware, when you hear Mum talking about this, is this somebody you recognise, or do you forget a lot of this?
Yeah, I do recognise it.
And did you feel out of control, Joe, because of the game that you were so involved in, and the types of games you were playing, or was it the fact that your mum, Fiona, was trying to stop you playing?
It's more the game, really.
And what is it about the games that were getting you so hyped up and aggressive?
Just getting to a certain level and then losing all the work that you put in.
Yeah. And how was this affecting you, you know, your relationships with your mates, your day-to-day life, school? How were you
You just wanted to be online all the time, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't want to go out or anything.
And that's frustrating. I think so many parents, Fiona, will relate to that. There are parents now around the country tearing their hair out, flinging the curtains open, saying, get outside, it's a lovely day.
Even if
get
they were
off
to
that
go
thing.
and call on their friends, their friends are on their Xboxes, so they don't even want to go out to play.
But, Mandy, this is what I want to ask you. We can all sit here like old duffers and say, it wasn't like this in our day, it's awful what these kids get up to and whatever. But it ain't going to change. If anything, it's going to get worse.
Yeah, definitely.
It's going to get worse. And, you know, as I say, maybe some of us gathered here are addicted in our own way in all of this. Now, my point is, instead of detoxing all of this, should we not be learning how to control, embrace...
Spot on.
Managing
it. Without a doubt. It's like anything. This technology is a huge advantage. It's a brilliant thing, but we have to be taught how to use it, how to handle it. So instead of just buying a tablet or whatever and giving it to a child, and all parents say, oh, they know their way better around it than I do. Look at my amazing child. It's getting interested in the technology yourselves, learning what you're giving your child, take responsibility for that and then manage it. Time manage it, game manage it, and be able to handle the kind of negative consequences when you are putting in the boundary that says no and enough. You've got to be able to be strong enough to hold that space.
When you met Fiona and then you moved in with Fiona and you noticed this with James, you've been quite instrumental of getting him out of the house by joining in activities.
Yeah, I tried to get him involved in the gym and football and other things like that. I mean, Joe's he's a smashing kid. it's just
He's addicted.
He's addicted.
That's all
he's
he
addicted
is,
to
yeah.
that, and you do notice a difference when you take it off him a limited time. You notice a difference in his schoolwork, in his behaviour. He's very he's a different kid.
But you see
Different
what
kid.
Mandy's talking about there? We would all have to be different as well.
Yeah.
What Mandy's saying there, and I know as a dad, yes, but where would I find the time to get to even remotely near the level that my son, my 14-year-old, is at?
That's it, and I think what the kids need to remember is because they like Joe said, they're putting so much work into this game that it is just a game at the end of the day, and we wouldn't have the time, like me or you,
to them. I'll tell you what's coming next. They're all talking about it now. Virtual reality.
Yeah.
And you're only touching.
Scary, yeah.
Can I say, though, the problem that comes off the back of it is that I listen to Joe at home and I'm thinking he's at home. When you have come off an addiction or you're trying to detox from something like this, raised anxiety levels, depressive episodes, feelings of shame. What's wrong with me? I can't do this. I can't interconnect with my friends.
But Mandy, that is what you're going to be talking about